Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Manor Lords episodes. We are currently watching our forester walking around with a paddle boarding kind of a situation going on here. Um, and we can hear the river, so I hope he's not going anywhere, but I guess we're about to find out. Now I'm just thinking because look how far away we are from. So he just okay. So he's now digging to, I guess, plant the sapling. Yeah, no, that's way too far, and he took he took forever to get here. I think what we need to do is to make this area smaller, literally to that. Yes, yeah, it's just because he goes way too far. Let's just reduce that greatly. Maybe that is the issue why the guys wood cutting are taking this long. Limiting it to, let's say, that size is plenty. So I'm just gonna try that out. Where is this? Massive, so they could be going down the hill, river, and what. Okay, so we're gonna reduce to big rather than that. Now, the only thing is that it did work before, but maybe it's just because it's downhill and all that. So that that's a woodcutter here, and go on here. Guess we could. Maybe one forester isn't enough for two. But what we could do area something. How this goes because now it tells us that we have supplies for 7 months, 2 years for food, but 7 months for fuel. But it is very very low. We're only in excess of 8. So that's very low. Um, gold we're fine. This will go back in time with time. And this gold or whatever you want to call that. I think this should be. I know this is personal wealth, only with your liege, and this is just your regional wealth. The only thing is that there should be some kind of a clear separation. It's coin and this is not coin. I mean, kind of, but that's okay. It's work in progress, so let's not be too bad about that. Um, what we're gonna do is the granary's expanded, so it'll kick in. Perhaps person here would make sense. Although these are empty. We really don't need it because these are empty. Oh, uh, there's a person here. I think if there's a person here, they'll be just storing it until there is. I mean, this is just. Yeah, so let's just remove it. Let's remove them. And maybe let's just assign one person here and one person here. They were busy. Anyway, okay, so in this episode, we were saying that we're going to get our sheeps going and another weaver. So, what we'll do is build a pasture. That's oh, and a sheep farm is needed also. Okay, so the sheep farm can be built. I guess maybe keep this area So let's just build it here. Have a road going here and here. Yeah. Oh, oh, okay. Have a road going that way. Very asymmetrical. Okay, so once we have that built, now we've 3 oxen, but I don't know where they are. I mean, are they sitting here? Hard to know. Only one walking around town. Oh no, my bad. Okay, so there is more. So actually, let's do this. Let's do 3. Yeah, let's do 3. Okay, well that's interesting. So you can have only one pose, but if you have more of them, they will walk around. Okay, well that's fine. And as I said, there's always someone with them anyway, so you don't really assign anyone to pose it. Oh, and there's a guy here. Uh-huh. Perfect. Well, that's good. I think perhaps, I think, yeah, I think it would make sense to even get more. So we've on almost 30, so maybe let's just get 6. Yeah, 3 more. Oh yeah, this is actually very cool. That you can actually increase your, um, I guess distribution and things like that with, because they, they hold the logs all the time, so it really makes sense. And then I think I get another forester going. Oh no, there's only one allowed. Okay. But let's just see, because this is the area. There are a lot of trees. It seems that they're growing already, so that should be sufficient, I guess. We'll see. Okay, so we're over 30 now, so that's good. And we should get 3 more. They don't seem to consume any resources or anything like that. The guy here. Oh yeah, that's another oxen. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. So there were 28 logs. They're just being distributed. So because logs have their own kind of separate storage. That's good. Let's just see. We've 3. There's a guy passing, but maybe he bought something else. I think flour can at this point stop. We're just not selling it anyway. It's the trading. But yeah, the trading needs plenty work for sure. Okay, yeah. So our sheep farm now is finished. We will assign
Come on, people, get to work.
2 people, and we'll get the pasture going. And the pasture will be and that is for 26. And we can get another one. And 3 oxen still, 2 goats. I guess it would be interesting if instead of continuously paying for it if you have, let's say, 2 or 3 or whatever, that they would actually reproduce, and you could then spread them, naturally, and instead of just paying 25, 25, 25. It would just make sense. Same with, I'm sure, let's say sheep is like that. Once I get two, that they can reproduce naturally. Well, I hope so. Okay, so now I have 4. And I will need to purchase the sheep. Import only. Oh wow, okay, that's 20. What we're gonna do possibly is to stop this at 4 for now, because 20 is quite steep for a sheep. I would have thought that the oxen would be much more valuable back then. I mean, it's twice the price. I believe the pigs were very valuable because they supply uh, meat that was so versatile that could have been used for anything. Well, not anything, but for a lot of different things. And it's not just meat, but obviously the stomach for, well, that's mainly from cows, I guess, for tripe and things like that. So uh, those would have been the most valuable because you can get the milk and everything. Whereas I guess sheep also, obviously, because you can get wool produces, but the 20s quite steep. Doesn't seem very reasonable in comparison to other animals that do uh, hauling and everything else. But the town is definitely much more livelier with having almost 120 people here. But it doesn't look like we have 120 time. But yeah, something like in Stronghold where kind of women gather around, I guess, ornaments and different things, and children running would be very, very cool. Very cool. Okay, so this is clearing as fast as it's juicing. The goal is slowly increasing. This doesn't seem to be going down anymore. Uh, Not sure what's that about. Unless it will. So it's 49 now. Let's just see if it goes down in, I guess, the end of the year. Still no sheep. Would be great to see how often, say, a trader comes. It's just so random. Someone passes, someone doesn't. Great to see. Then also, it doesn't seem that there is any. I hope this. Obviously, I'm sure it'll be developed that there'll be good stores here and kind of views rather than just someone appears and then. Okay, so nothing yet. But this goes up, so that's good. So we at least we'll be able to afford 2 and there. But since we have so much timber, I think get the weaver for yarn. Yeah, and it perfectly fits here, and then we can code. Should we? And perhaps another storeroom. Wool or something. I'm not 100% sure if the wool is stored in storehouse, but well, it would make sense, but we'll need it anyway. Yeah, this one is full. This one is full. This one is full. Not full. Full. And this one's full. So just yeah, it's often we keep getting those. These are full. This one now is full. One is not. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised about this one because it's quite centrally located next to the mill and the bread, and houses are nearby as well. And it's actually kept very well. It's interesting to see um, that it's been never full. Anytime I looked, it's always around that amount. Okay, well, the firewood has not improved at all. I think what we're gonna do is, well, now because we're good for timber. We literally don't need it. I think what we're gonna do is just here, actually some back. They can walk there if they want. Could upgrade some of the houses. The only thing is that I do not know. I would assume that they consume more resources. Um, it doesn't say, but it just would only make sense. Happens. No, at the same time, we're good for food. Definitely, we don't really. I don't really want to spend any more money for milk. Be- Sheep, which we just got, and it doesn't seem to be a way to get on the farm. There isn't a way to get in there, but I guess the sheep can skip through it or jump through it if it needed to. Where is the sheep? I see livestock. Okay. Okay, well that's interesting. Sheep following. Okay, the sheep is coming. Ah yes, the sheep is only here. Okay. Uh-huh. Trader, getting an animal. Okay, very good. Oh, I see. Okay, so our trader needs to go and get the animal. The trader doesn't come with it. Okay, so we're just lucky. So perhaps the traders that come through our town are the same thing. They've nothing to do with selling and buying, and they're just really passing. So they're basically the same traders that we have, but in another town. I think so. This would be, yeah. So maybe the good that they have now is only one. That's why it takes so long. Okay, well, very loud. So our sheep is coming, we can see it there. It's flying by town. Oh, someone someone has an electric saw. There it is. Oh, oh, it's coming to the post. Okay, okay. Coming to the post, and then what happens with the sheep? Oh, where did it go? Oh, the sheep just knows where to go. Okay. Sheep just knows where to go, and okay, okay, it just goes to the pasture by itself. That's it. Okay, it's now grazing. We can see one. Perfect. Okay. And then if we clicked on this sheep, okay, now he's waiting. Probably just a bug. Okay, now he's here. Oh no, he's firewood. So someone else. But somehow this shows me that he's still with the sheep. Look. Oh, getting animal. Okay, he's getting animal. So maybe these are the names of the. Okay, okay. These are the names of. So Christina the chicken. Christina, Christina the chicken. Okay, now so because we've 20, he's gone off to get us another sheep. It's taken a bit of time. But I just hope that he's getting us a ram so we can then get this going here because I like to have. I guess in this situation we really don't need. Okay, okay, so this itself has 10 capacity for sheep. Very. I guess the total is okay. We're already getting wood of one sheep, or wool, I mean. So I guess you don't need a pasture to start off. Have this, or maybe you do because it goes somewhere. But I guess the total would be. Oh no, this is 0. Ah no, sorry. I thought it said 10. I'm completely blind. Okay, okay. So you do need a pasture, and then you need this because workers. Okay, yeah, makes perfect sense. I do want to take a look at the manor house and see. Okay, so now it's 11. Forager. A lot of forager. Going next town to get stuff. Yeah. Oh, of honeybees apiary. And what does it look like? Oh, okay, it's just flowers. Okay. I hope the river will be utilized to some, let's say, a watermill or something. Very cool. Okay, full looking here. That way, 3.1k. The trees are growing. Now let's just how are they? It, perhaps it would be cool if they would go and cut the tree, for instance, and the ox would then haul it over. If I have a surplus, which I do. I have now so much timber. I'm not gonna use it. I could literally turn it off now. I guess I could upgrade a house and things, but There's no really need. Got 6 upgraded houses. And because it doesn't give us any benefits. Need. Okay, so traveling merchant. Okay, so he's just that is that with the guy with the cart. Boarding. Farmer, idle time, boarding. Oh yeah, these guys, sorry. Traveling, 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 and are they going to buy anything? Okay, we've 2 sheep, so he must be coming back with the second one. Oh no, she's here. Back. Thomas and Ptolemy. Well, I'm hoping that they're just random names, that they're not too male. There is a system like that. Something, something will happen, and I guess how to find out. Okay, Weaver shop has no one here
We need more workers here.
to get some going. Again, we don't have a way of assigning their goods, so just anything goes. Okay. Let's see, I have 1 yarn. The market, not selling it, but doesn't seem, yeah. Maybe it's just because it's wait a bit longer. See what happens. I think I'm gonna turn this off because never process it anymore. It's too OP. And then we can just leave those fallow. Because we have now sheep, the flax really London. Well, it doesn't, because obviously for cloth, but I don't know what sort of. Okay, linen clothes, cloaks. Maybe clothes are being done. Be interesting to know what's happening. No lambs. Think of available. There is. There are 10. Then I can sell my. The only thing is, if I sell the chickens, that's it. There's no more. I have to pay for them again because they're not reproduced. I think we can. I mean, everything else accomplished. I think we can the level of these houses. Find. Yeah. 27. There any? Oh, there. Okay. Grazing space. Sheep. Without space, they won't feed. Okay, okay, okay. The sheep breeding. Ah, okay. Well, that's an answer. Locked in the demo. Okay. So yes, we did try. We could be just keep buying them. I wonder if they eventually die off. Sentinel. Yeah, got the sheep. Upgrading the rest of the houses. The wood is still being gathered. It's just have miles to travel for somewhere here. That's okay. Town is just plastic looking. It's very busy. 119 people. 40 families. 41, I guess. Locked and on all of the buildings, built every single building. Here is just to build another church and another something else. That's need because it doesn't have an area of effect. It's just once it's built, it's fulfilled. I guess everyone here. So that's that. And we have the farm. Very well utilized. I think the fallow it works better, let's say, in other games, obviously. In terms of the system, I think this depletes it too fast the way it is right now, so it would be good if this was optimized in the final game. We do not have a release time for this game. Obviously, it's TBD. Be determined, so it's anything can happen. But yeah, there's definitely a bit of movement, just really for work up and down. It would be great to see, especially in a situation like this where you've built kind of a town center, a church with your bailey, with your tavern and the market. You know, a bit of life here going on. It'll be fantastic. Really, really good. And then the first person mode just makes so much sense. Oh, we've landed in the area. We just need to go back. Controlling it doesn't seem to be as sensitive. This is our manor. And I guess as well this could be where the army or the military is stationed. And I think the market should be more of a kind of a square. There wouldn't be so much grass and things like that growing normally. Because it'll be lively place. It'll be where people gather. Yeah, so we've literally everything built. Those houses, they can work away themselves. I think we did not complete we didn't get to a level that we would be satisfied with because now the food just keep growing. There's no stopping that. But this is just way behind. We've plenty bread, we've plenty eggs, bit of milk, 2,000 vegetables. They never go off. So maybe a system like that. I think ideally what I would like to see is the market or the trading post to work better so I can actually trade the food without going off if this is something that would be implemented. Good to see. Now we know what the salt is for because of the salted meat situation here, but the rest of things are not discovered. Let's just take a look at the map. Yeah, so there's a salt deposit. don't have anything going on other ones. Maybe they unlock once we're take cover one of the lands. But yeah, it'll be very good. But it'll be great if let's say one of the lands actually belonged to a king, uh, and then let's say have a war with him. As I say, this would be very much of a stronghold. But as I say, I think this game takes inspiration from so many different games, even by this map. If for those of you that remember the very first stronghold, there was a map with different regions of UK, and then you kind of play through that. This is very similar. Obviously, um, this is no UK, but it's very similar principle. And then the fact that you have economic route of actually going through your playthrough or mixed, it's very much stronghold. Then you can see Ostriff, then you can see Banished, obviously, no doubt about that. But as I say, even this actually reminds me of the fact that you can upgrade the houses this way, or maybe this little notification like that, or the way the arrows appear, reminds me of Anno. So it really looks like the developer is very versed in all of the entire genre of that type of game, which is brilliant because that makes this game even better because it's going to be very good. You can really tell even from this demo. Very, very good. Um, and there's really there aren't many faults. Obviously, as of now, there are plenty because of the way the current version is. It's a demo, it's early access, etc. But I think it'll be a really good game. Really good game. Hours spent on it once. Okay, so that concludes this series because we have played through all of the buildings. We could obviously keep expanding, etc. But I think with this fuel situation, it'll be a struggle later on. Um, unless it'll be just always that way, and this will be just keep going back and forth between 4, 2, and 9, and etc. Despite this not really changing, because in terms of storage, we always had that number, and this seems to just fluctuate whatever the situation is. So that's that. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope I will see you again in the next one. Thank you. Take care.